going, folks? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing good. Hello from Belfast. I'm up here for a couple of days, so gonna be giving me preview on the game on Saturday, transfer news, and obviously this day 2016 we beat Rangers 5-1. Musa Dembele scored a hat trick. Good times, and then Scott Brown won the battle against Joey Barton, if there was a battle. You know, who came out top anyway? You know, who has all the medals, all the leagues. Superior captain, didn't really work out well for Joey Barton, but bless him. So we have Ross County on Saturday at 3 o'clock. It's not on telly. If you do want to get it, you have to pay the subscription for the Ross County channel. It's £15. It's a lot of bleeding money for a match, So look, I'm optimistic. We have two new signs that can feature. David Turnbull could feature. He didn't obviously play against Motherwell in the previous game, and then Shane Duffy to come in as well. So this is the big talk. This is where Neil Lennon should go with 3-5-2, as it previously worked on it in the second half against Motherwell. So my starting lineup would be Barkas in goal, Duffy, bring Duffy in, straight away. There's no point wasting him. Get in there. He's eager to play for the shirt. His interview for against the press the other day was absolutely fantastic. You can see the passion. Obviously a childhood Celtic fan, getting his dream to come and play for Celtic, for this season is phenomenal, really phenomenal. So it's exciting times from one of the best interviews I've ever watched, I have to say. So Duffy in there, Oyer in there. Oyer at the moment, there's a lot going on with Oyer. The reports are saying that Celtic are put a valuation of 15 million on him. So we can ship him off for 15 million. If you asked me about 8 or 9 months ago, I would have said 25 million, but the circumstances not getting the Champions League football, I would ship him off for 15 million if the right team come in along and say him, definitely. And then Julian in there as well. So obviously this be a new partnership for Julian and Duffy to establish each other at the back. Feel confident, balls coming over the top. Duffy doesn't take that crap. He's quite good when it comes balls dipping over straight out there with his big head. So yeah, I'd love to see this partnership work out well. Right wing back, I would go with Jeremy Frimpong. Jeremy is still young, a lot to learn about the game. Very, very versatile. You see when he came on against Motherwell, he was very good and effective. So building up that wing, I'd start him. Definitely would. Left wing back, it's going to be Taylor. I think Taylor will be in there if he's ready to go. Didn't really get much game time for Scotland, so he should be fit, ready to go. And as I said, it's a big season for him, and still haven't got anyone in to cover his position just yet as a backup. So I have to see. Midfield, Scott Brown. Scott Brown loves the game against Ross County. As you've seen in previous seasons, he loves playing against Ross County away. So Bruni in there. He's going to be rested up. Obviously, the international break would have done him good. Not featured for Scotland because he's retired. Callum Mack in there. Callum be effective as usual, the enforcer. So Callum in there, hopefully ping a goal against them. Ryan Christie in there, he loves it. He loves playing against these. So Ryan Christie, look, he's coming off a bit of confidence. Obviously scored for his country twice in 2 games. So Christie in there. And then up front, I'll go with Abin Yeti. Yeti got a bit of time for Switzerland a few days ago. 20 minutes on his belt. Start him. Give him a go with Edward. Edward's on great form, scoring for his country as well in the 2 games. So Edward in there with Yeti, bit of chemistry. If it doesn't, Yeti get a full half out of him, even 60 minutes, we can change up and bring Klamala on. And then obviously we'll have a strong bench. If Tom Rodgers is up for contention, fingers crossed, David Turnbull could feature. This could be a really good game. He's played against Ross County in the past, obviously playing for Motherwell. So interesting. Ross County have been decent this season. They've had a couple of good wins. I tipped them to be relegated, but they're doing okay. It's a tough place to go, Dingwall. It's always has been a tough place to go and play football, but I'm sure we'll bounce and come back from this international break quite well. As I said, a couple of players are coming back with goals under their belts for their countries, and that's a massive factor as well. And Lenny should just go with this 3-5-2. There's no better time now with these two new signs coming in. The strikers have more match fitness as well. So 3-5-2. Prediction of the game, I'm gonna say 2-0 Celtic. I don't think it'll be a runaway game. There's gonna be 300 fans at it. even though all the even though Nicola Sturgeon came out today and said football fans are not getting into the stadiums until the 5th of October because obviously the spike of cases in Glasgow and some parts of Scotland. This was pre-arranged, so they're going to go ahead with 300 home fans, and then hopefully by October things kind of settle down a bit more. It's 3.5 weeks away, so fingers crossed things get better. It's not any better here in Dublin, so the story is there, but hopefully, I don't think we'll see any fans in for the Glasgow derby at this rate. I really don't see any fans being brought into Paradise. It's going to be just a strange one. So 2-0 Celtic against Ross County. We've been linked with Aiden McGeady. Aiden McGeady wants to come back to play for Celtic in his career at Celtic. Obviously, we sold Aiden to Spartak Moscow back in 2010 for 9.8 million. At the time, it was a good bit of business. Aiden obviously went to Spartak. We played against him in the Champions League and stuff, and then he went to Everton and really worked out well for him. He was okay at Sheffield Wednesday, and then he went to Sunderland. I'd take it back. We need cover on the left. We have Mohamed Al-Nussi. Mikey Johnson's still not up to match fitness, still out injured. I'd take him back. He knows what the crack is with Celtic. He's not the bestest player we can have, but he has resources there. We need good bodies and people that want to win a title, and Aiden knows about it. He has the experience of winning titles with Celtic, so I'd love to see him come back. It's not going to be the Aiden McGeady that we had years ago that had the sharpness and all the step overs, that pace of kind of to him, but he can still bring a lot to the team. I'd take him back. Situation with Colley, basically they're putting a valuation on Colley 10.8 million. So if Oyer was to be offloaded, we can go in for Colley. I don't mind, like Colley looks more a proper centre back that actually gets stuck in, passionate about winning every tackle. That's what we need. He's a good player, and fair enough, he doesn't really have much medals. He's playing for Sampdoria that finished 15th place in Serie A last season. I would take him, and it all goes down to Christopher Oyer. Like, I really think Christopher Oyer will leave before this transfer window closes. I really think it, and it'd be crazy to think. That's really it. Young Robinson has gone to Gillingham on loan for the season, midfielder for Celtic. Look, I wish him the very best. Give him a bit of experience. Obviously, young Jack went down to Forest Green last season, and he done quite well for Forest Green. So going down to these League 1 and League 2 teams for Celtic players, it's a good step. It happened with Callum McGregor. He went down to Notts County and he stabbed himself. Got over 15 goals for them, so that was pretty good. And we obviously, this day, 1985, our greatest manager passed away. He was manager of Scotland at the time, over in Ninian Park. Passed away of a heart attack. So Jock Stein will always remember Jock Stein. Football, nothing without the fans, as he says. It's mad to think an iconic manager like him got us all them trophies, got us the 9 in a row, the European Cup, signed some great players, got that team within 30 miles of Glasgow, a Parkhead actually, to win the European Cup. Absolutely phenomenal story, and he'll always be remembered. That statue at Celtic Park, it's emotional seeing him holding the European Cup. He had a great friendship with Jinky and all the players. Absolutely amazing, and no one said nothing bad about him. Even the great Sir Alex Ferguson has a lot of things to say about him, because obviously Ferguson worked with him in the Scotland setup. So let me know what you think of the game. He's all excited to have the Celts back. It would be better if the fans were there, but that's what I said, it's one of these type of games where it's still early in the season. This international break should benefit us, and hopefully we can go out there and put a show on for our fans. I said that it's not on the telly, you have to buy it for 15 quid, so see what happens, and I'll speak to you all on Saturday night. Hail, up the Celts, and I'm going to enjoy the rest of Belfast.